Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this makeup tutorial, we will be recreating this eye look. Hope you guys like it.
Okay, so to carve out my brow and kind of set the base for my eyeshadow, I want to use something that's pretty light and that's gonna make my eyeshadows pop out. Shape Tape Concealer, and this is the shade Fair Neutral. So we're gonna use this one.
So these are eyeshadow shields, and I find it very helpful to just take that edge of your nose and align them to your eye. And then I am going in with a smaller paddle brush and just really carving out my eyebrows with that Shape Tape Concealer, and then just patting the rest onto my eye area using patting motions until the area is no longer tacky. Then you can just blend out those edges with a blending brush.
For this quad right here. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to go in with is this color right here. And I'm just going to take the Morphe M441 brush. Looks like this. It already has some color on it, which is the same color that we are going to go in with. And I'm just going, so how I like to pick up my eyeshadow, I don't know if I'm the only one, but this is how I like to pick up my eyeshadow. I just like to press my brush on one side into my shadow like this.
Alright guys, so when I first start to do my crease color, I like to grab my eyeshadow color and just begin by patting the color all over my crease. Then after, I go back into the palette and get a little bit more color and start to build my crease transition color.
For our next color, we are going to use this guy right here, and we're going to put him a little bit under the first color that we started laying, and that's how we're going to start building that color.
Okay, so for this part, I had to speed it up a little bit. I didn't want to remove too much of the footage just because I want you guys to see the different motions that I'm using to blend out my crease colors. The second color that I went in with is going directly under the first color that I laid down. And the motions I'm using are a windshield wiper motion that is back and forth, and also a buffing motion that is a circular motion. And you basically want to do this until you're satisfied with the intensity of your color. And also when you're doing this, also try to create that shape that you are looking to have.
I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that first color that I laid down. This one. This color right here. Just like the smallest little bit of that color, just so I can concentrate it again where I had it in the beginning. So I can see that beautiful like rainbow of colors. Yeah, just like that, just a little icing. The next one that I'm going to apply is this color right here, and then this one. So this one's gonna be first, and then this is a Morphe M443 brush. It is very similar to the MAC 217. I'm going to start it right there, like right in the middle. And first I'm trying to like really see where I want that color to go. And once I put it, or once I set my color, I'm going to start diffusing it. So right here. So our next color we're going to use is this guy right here, and I'm going to apply that on the outer part of my eye. like right under that last color that I set down. And I'm going to pat it. All right, so now that we have those colors in, I'm going to go in. We shall come back to this palette in a little bit. I am going to go in with my trusty MAC colors. These are the two colors that I will be using. This is 300 Game. This 300 Game, and this is Sketch. Okay, so the first color that I will be going in with is 300 Game. And I will be using a 221 brush from MAC, which looks like this. I am going to start to kind of carve out that crease color. Very, very little product. And just keep buffing that color into that area. If you do need to, you can go back in with one of those first brushes that you use that still have pigment on it, and just keep not blurring that dark color line, but making sure that that color that you first set is still there and visible. Because in my opinion, that's the beautiful part of an eyeshadow, is where you see that little halo of color. Just going back in with the Morphe M443 that already had the second or the third color. No, the second color that I had set on this area. I'm just gonna go back in and just warm it up a little bit more. Yes, perfect. And then I'm gonna go back in with that first real like coral color, but only with the product that I have left on my brush. I'm not redipping. So now that that area is blended out, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of that 300 Game and just really intensify this area. Okay, so let's move on to the other side and then we shall continue. Beautiful. So if you guys notice, we are not touching that middle part of your eye. And that's what's gonna give it that nice like halo, or not halo, that like little spotlight effect once we set our eyeliner. And I'm just going to, I'm just going to go back in a little bit with that same nylon, and I'm just going to blend it, or just add a little bit more to bring my intensity back. And I'm going to blend a little bit with my shadow. See? And that's perfecto. Perfecto. Take my blending brush and just soften any of those harsh lines. But other than that, that is the eyeshadow. So for the wing liner, my go-to brush for everything is the MAC angled brush. It's the small one, the 209 brush. It is super, super flat, and you will get the most precise, sharp wing of your life. And the gel liner that I've been using and I have been loving is the BH Cosmetics waterproof gel liner in Onyx. So for this eyeliner, I want it to be very dramatic, and I'm going to cut a quarter of my lid with the wing liner. So bear with me, I hope this comes out great. Okay, so I'm gonna have my eyes open, and I'm gonna take that angle, the angle of my brush facing up, and I'm going to set it at the quarter base of my eye. It looks a little janky, right there, right there. And if the bottom line is not straight, don't worry about that, because we are still going to go back in with a wipe and just really clean everything up. Okay, so now that that area is done, I'm just going to pick up product on the back of my brush and just stamp the rest. So instead of trying to draw that straight line from my eye, I'm just stamping my gel. So what I'm going to do now, because it's gonna drive me crazy if I don't face this side, is I'm going to remove my tape. And I'm going to take the coral color first, that one. And I'm just gonna go under my eye. In with this color. No, that. Okay. And we're gonna lay that a little bit closer to the lash line. Just like so. And then we are going to go in with that this color. So we're basically doing everything we did on the top part of our eye on the bottom eye. And just kind of feather it to the front, because I want most of my pigment to be towards the back of my eye, not in the front. I'm going to go in with 300, very little, and I'm going to start right where my wing is, and then patting it. And then just dragging it there. Pat, 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 drag, drag, drag. Pat, 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 drag, drag, drag. And then, so this color, here's the thing. So this color, I'm not going to bring in all the way in, because I don't want it to close off my eye. So I'm just kind of following my wing and just bringing it down a little bit. Like keeping my eye nice and wide, like down, just like that. I think that just looks so pretty. Okay, and then once I lay down that color, I'm going to pick up that sketch. Not all the way, just like where your cheekbones are. And then we're going to blend it out once we put our foundation on.
All right, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe.